है ना?
मेरे को मेरे नसीब पे भरोसा नहीं।
पहले हुआ है क्या?
अब मेरे को भाई फोन से मैं रिकॉर्ड करता हूँ, मेरे को बोल रहे रिकॉर्ड नहीं करना मेट्रो पे। मैं ले रहा था ना इससे, वो अंकल स्टेशन पे शूट चालू था, तो मैं शूट कर रहा हूँ इससे BTS गाए। वो मेरे को पूछ रहा है कि भाई तुम क्या कर रहे हो, तो मैंने बोला कि भाई स्टूडेंट्स फिल्म है, ऐसा असाइनमेंट जैसा है। बोलते हैं अच्छा अच्छा, बोलते नहीं नहीं मेरे को तो, मैं बोला, वो बोला कि अरे सेफ्टी के लिए पूछना चाहिए। सेफ्टी का सेफ्टी, तो बोलते हैं अरे आजकल बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हो रहे हैं ना, तो ऐसा वो लोग वीडियो लेते हैं, वो लोग फोटो लेते हैं, करते हैं। हाँ रेकी बेसिकली।
कल का अभी एक शॉट रह गया हमारा ना, कल बाद में लेंगे वो
जो आया है वो एक बार देख लो
लैपटॉप पे देख लेते हैं। कल वाले पार्ट में हम बीच पे पहले जाएंगे एंड फिर उसकी
मेटाफर है, मेटाफर है वो।
अच्छा
इतना क्लोज भी नहीं।
I slid back for a wider angle.
टिल्ट अप वहाँ पे कैमरा, वो जो टॉप कैमरा और उसका चश्मा है ऐसे टूटा हुआ, और
हाँ वही, और फिर गिर गई कॉफी, उसकी डायरेक्शन बनी नहीं होती। बैकअप हो गया।
मजेदार स्पॉट वॉरिज्म के लिए भी है यहाँ पे कुछ।
बट कितनी बार ऐसा
हमारा एक दोस्त है, वो बैठा ही था, उसको पता है ना,
ऐसा बैठता
वो
है।
बैठा ही है।
पिक्चर बननी चाहिए।
You say all this and you don't agree to my producer deal, bro.
नहीं, I'm saying you bring the OnlyFans producer now. I'm telling you, you bring her in.
If I knew it, I wouldn't be doing all this. What's the difference between selling your mind and your body, bro? Same thing.
मैं ये उठा के मार।
The thing is, in podcast, most people don't reveal their mind. They just say bullshit that they don't believe in also.
वही तो अलग-अलग हुनर है, वो जिसका हुनर है बकचोदी का हुनर है। अलग-अलग हुनर है।
If podcasting is the dudes only fans, why do other dudes only go to watch it?
But the bright side is, if I had taken history, I wouldn't have been here.
Why?
I would have been an archaeologist.
Archaeologist.
कुछ फ्लिकर कर रहा था वहाँ। In her life, she's always losing everything. So like the camera is her way to like keep a grasp on things, or like keep a sense of time.
Only now I realize it. जब मुझे लगता है जब मैं थोड़ी समझदार हुई और जब मैंने ये एक्सपीरियंस किया कि I've lost something, I've had this long journey, what had happened at that time. I also remember it through movies. When like my comfort was watching movies or watching songs and all. So what has happened that time? So if I see that movie, I will remember it. What has happened? So I think that is one. Automatically it happens.
What was going through
In
your
during
life?
that time क्या हो रहा था, मेरे स्कूल में क्या हो रहा था, जैसे मूवीज के थ्रू आई रिमेम्बर कि when I used to see this movie, और टीवी पे ये आता था तो मम्मी कैसे चिल्लाती थी, और what I had this very strange habit which I will tell you, which I just realized it. When I used to cry, I used to look in mirror. I don't know if it's stupid. When I'm crying and I'm looking in the mirror and
But yeah, that's one of these. That's one of the things that has really driven us to make this film. के वो जो सारा time है ना, I feel like there's some innocence to that. कि this must have happened with you. कि for a while, like now that you are an adult, but as growing up, you must have like hated your younger self a bit for a while.
I still do sometimes. I hate myself that why did I behave? Why did I cry over that guy? Or why did I cry? Or why did I say something to someone like this? Why did I do it? I still feel that.
Okay.
I still feel I'm very harsh on myself. That why did I reacted that way? Why I was so free and wild when I could have actually done something with my life. I still feel that. And I still hate my younger self. I think she was very stupid. Now I feel that I'm very smart, but I don't think I am. But I feel sometimes that my younger self. I still judge it. I still judge her. I still hate her.
But एक वो चीज़ भी है ना, if you had not gone, if you didn't make those mistakes,
I would not be here.
be wiser.
Yes.
So I think so. There's a value to that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
वो इससे फैज़ अहमद फैज़ साहब की लाइन याद आती है, कुछ इश्क किया कुछ काम किया। वो लोग भी बहुत खुशकिस्मत थे जो इस इश्क को काम समझते थे या काम से आशिकी करते थे। हम जीते जी मसरूफ़ रहे, कुछ इश्क किया कुछ काम किया। और जो चीज़ मैं अभी करने की कोशिश भी कर रहा हूँ वो बैलेंस मेंटेन करने की, बट वो फीलिंग रहती है कि कुछ ना कुछ तो छूट ही जाएगा, और शायद कुछ ना कुछ छूट भी जाता है, पर मैं एक बार कोशिश ज़रूर करना चाहता हूँ। फॉर मी द मीनिंग ऑफ बैलेंस वॉज नेवर बैलेंसिंग बिटवीन टू एक्सट्रीम्स। फॉर मी मीनिंग ऑफ बैलेंस इज़ spending the same intense amount of time on both the extremes that eventually it balance each others out. जो किसी हद तक सच भी है। तुम even if you're talking about a piece of art that you are trying to create or a family you are trying to raise, एक वक्त के बाद तुम्हें उसको छोड़ना पड़ता है, in a way वो अधूरा ही छूटता है। तो this idea puts a lot of urgency कि तुम्हारे पास एक लिमिटेड टाइम है और तुम्हें जो करना है उस लिमिटेड टाइम में ही करना होगा। The reason and the way that we can make films is because we are having fun doing it. That is why all the pain and all the hard work and all the suffering that goes into making films is worth it. When you purely end up doing work that you don't want to do, and it's industry driven work, you're confined too much, you're selling your soul too much, and everything is done according to a studio executive who doesn't even understand what you're trying to do or what you want to do or the kind of work you want to make, and they have you underpaid and they have you doing over hours. You're pulling 18-hour shifts, 20-hour shifts while being underpaid and doing the work that you don't want to do. When you put all of those things together, it is not fun. I've done that, and I can guarantee you that it is not a play. It will make you hate what you do. There was a time when I started to rethink, do I even enjoy this anymore? And I realized it was not because of filmmaking itself. It was just because the kind of work I was doing and the kind of environment I was doing it in. So the path to success that I would want to take is not that I become this robot, this emotionless robot who's doing everything that it takes and it's just grinding and pointlessly. I want my work to be more intentional and more meaningful, and it would be something that I would enjoy, and I'm having fun making it. If those criteria are fulfilled, I think so I'll be okay with the fact if it doesn't go viral or it doesn't have a massive audience or it's not groundbreaking or I didn't change cinema forever, all of those things that I think so anyway. The thing is, whoever changed cinema didn't know that they were doing that. They didn't know that they were doing it. So there's no point in thinking that you want to do something that will change the world forever. You just have to follow your gifts. You have to do what is fun. You have to do what you like and do that while maintaining your integrity and do your work with dignity. And I think so the most important part of doing work is to have fun. and that's what this is about. I decided I wanted to make videos. Part of it is because I always wanted it, but also because I have a lot of fun doing this.
I can very easily be very neutral about it. And I honestly like hearing people tell me about their life or their things, and as a guest, stepping into it and telling them, oh, you should do that, you should do this.
Dude, Skip was having the time of his life.
Too rough. I will have to call the industry coordinator. You need to act better. You're not a good co-star. Look at him. He's so good with this. He could actually be like a good dog for things. But like he's usually very non-interested in people, so it might not work. It was handloom. Like thus herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is from the same guy that does my dupattas. He also weaves cotton. Kannur. And what else? But you know, you can do curtains in a print like this for the set,
Yeah,
and it would work.
yeah.
And even ajrak can be used for things.
Or
Recording. Like you see, these look like normal fabrics.
yep.
If you had like bed linens in this, you wouldn't really think it's natural as like the first thing. So if you use it for a set, it's good.
पर मेरे को YouTube ज़रूर करना था किसी ना किसी फॉर्म में. The reason मैं शायद कर नहीं पाया because the maybe the people that I looked up to वो एक बहुत अलग एरा में पैदा हुए थे और बहुत अलग एरा में उन्होंने अपना काम किया था जहाँ लोगों के बारे में ज़्यादा हमें पता नहीं लगता था क्योंकि इंटरनेट नहीं था, इतना एग्रेसिव फ्लो ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं था जो कि अब है. तो देयर वाज दिस सेंस ऑफ बीइंग अ लिटिल अनोनिमस, देयर वाज दिस सेंस कि दुनिया को मेरे बारे में कुछ ना पता लगे, मैं चाहता हूँ दुनिया को सिर्फ मेरे काम के बारे में पता लगे. तो देयर वाज ऑलवेज a hesitation to be in front of the camera or to like have a personal channel, क्योंकि मैंने हमेशा जो लोग व्लॉग करते हैं या जो लोग ये चीज़ें करते थे उन I always cringed at them until some people came who changed the whole game, who brought something new, and I think उन लोगों से मैं कुछ सीख सकता हूँ and I have to let go of this fear कि मैं कैमरा से बात नहीं कर सकता because if I don't do that, I have no chance at finding my people and finding my audience. So, and eventually, तुम like तुम खुद के साथ नेगोशिएट कर रहे होते हो and at the end you tell yourself कि वैसे भी एक ना एक दिन सबने मर जाना है, तो how does it matter, जो करना चाहते हो करो, that sort of a thing. तो वो चीज़ ने हमेशा मुझे रोके रखा है, बट अब मैं उस चीज़ से ऊपर उठना चाहता हूँ. पर आज से 2 साल पहले आप मुझे पूछते तो मैं ज़रूर बोलता कि मैं बहुत डिल्यूजनल था कि नहीं कर लेंगे, सब हो जाएगा। बट अब मैं रियलाइज़ करता हूँ कि नहीं, तुम अगर बहुत लंबे समय तक डिल्यूजनल रहो तो तुम मजबूर हो जाते हो अपने सपने ख़त्म करने के लिए। If you don't build systems and if you don't figure out a real tangible way to make your dreams come true, to do the projects that you want to do, eventually you become a very bitter person who hates himself and hates everybody and is a failure essentially, because the सपने सिर्फ देखने से पूरे नहीं हो जाते. There has to be real tangible series of steps that you take. उसमें तुम बहुत ज़्यादा improve करते हो, ऊपर नीचे होता है, and you eventually figure out a way. Or at least I know that I don't want to be a tortured artist, or I don't want to be a starving artist. I believe that Van Gogh would have been a better artist if he was not so fucking depressed and if he had not killed himself. And recognizing that if you are into this kind of work, you are going to be sensitive with emotions, you are going to be susceptible to depression, you are going to fall into pits and you'll have to crawl back up and do everything again. तो तुम बहुत ज़्यादा delusion में नहीं रह सकते. You have to build systems around you that actually work. और ओवर दैट अगर तुम्हारे पास प्रिविलेज है तो तुम्हें वो प्रिविलेज ज़रूर यूज़ करनी चाहिए. जो नई जनरेशन के लोग आ रहे हैं, जिनके पेरेंट्स ने एक वक्त पे शायद एक्सेप्शनल काम किया होगा, वो आके एकदम मीडियोकर घटिया चीज़ें कर रहे हैं. एंड आई थिंक सो दैट्स वेयर आई थिंक सो दैट्स अ फॉल्ट ऑफ आवर जनरेशन रियली. क्योंकि वक्त के साथ सिनेमा बेहतर होना चाहिए था, पर वो नहीं हो रहा. एटलीस्ट हमारी कंट्री में तो नहीं हो रहा. Coming back to balance, this is a medium that I think so can help me create a bridge between my work and my life, and I can sort of document it and like put it out there. हमने last month अपनी series Stranger Than My Dreams का पहला part release किया था, which has been doing well. I feel like even though the numbers are kind of stuck now, but I had no expectations. We just had an idea and we wanted to execute it. We'll be uploading the second part sometime next month, I think so. But it was really fun. After a really long time, we were making something completely independently, and just being around these people who are so passionate about work, it's just so refreshing, and it gives me a lot of hope. Essentially, that's what I want to do with Fragments of Fizza. I want everybody, all of us who get along to making this film, we actually are proud of it. I guess that's what will make the struggle of making it outside the system. So now I'm in a position where I would want to document this journey. हम जो भी फिल्में बनाएं, हम जो भी काम करें, and I think so this will also sort of hold me accountable, which a lot of times I need, because मैं कई बार काम को लेके lazy हो जाता. I think so that'll be all for this studio log. Before I end this, I think I like to read The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. There's this part of the book that's called On Work. Work is love made visible. And if you cannot work with love, but only with distaste, it is better that you should leave your work and sit at the gate of a temple and take alms of those who work with joy. For if you bake bread with indifference, you bake a bitter bread that feeds but half man's hunger. And if you grudge the crunching of grapes, your grudge distills a poison in the wine. And if you sing though as angels and love not the singing, you muffle man's ear to the voices of the day and the voices of the night.